Romania and Bulgaria have officially entered into an agreement with Austria, an agreement marking a significant step towards joining Europe's open borders Schengen zone.
After waiting for a long time, Romania and Bulgaria finally got the news they were hoping for. The European Commission announced in its press release that both countries will be part of the Schengen area for free movement through air and sea borders. Termed as the Air Schengen, this will start on the 31st of March 2024. This happened because Austria finally agreed. But the Austrians have a condition to fully implement the Air Schengen, which has a direct relation to Syria and Afghanistan. And we'll reveal that in today's video. Previously, the Schengen area consisted of 27 countries, with 23 of them being European Union states, and a population exceeding 423 million citizens. Now, with the inclusion of the new members, Romania and Bulgaria are on track to join this exclusive club within a few months. But the matter has been under discussion for many years. Romania and Bulgaria's journey to the Schengen zone has been long and bumpy, paved with objections from various EU members. The initial roadblocks began back in 2011, just a few years after their 2007 EU accession. The Netherlands and Finland raised concerns about corruption and organized crime, particularly in Bulgaria, leading to their repeated exclusion from the Schengen votes. This stalemate, dubbed the Schengen limbo, stretched for a decade. Even major European nations like France expressed concerns about corruption in Romania and Bulgaria, as well as other issues related to migration and the rule of law. But over the years, Romania and Bulgaria diligently addressed these pressing concerns, acknowledged by the European Commission since 2011. Moreover, in the last few years, even many in the European Union deemed both nations ready for Schengen accession. However, the agreement was repeatedly blocked by some EU member states due to apprehensions regarding the rule of law and potential migration surges. But then the time came, and prominent entities such as France and the EU called for a green light for Romania, Bulgaria, and others. And every time the Schengen issue was talked about, someone didn't like it. That someone was Austria. 2022 was the year of the Austrian veto. Austria joined the opposition chorus, expressing worries about illegal migration and citing an influx of asylum seekers using the Balkan route. These anxieties, fueled by domestic political pressures, effectively vetoed Romania and Bulgaria's full Schengen entry and left Croatia, the newest EU member, celebrating its solo accession last year. Until early December, Austria kept saying that the Schengen area should get better before it gets bigger. They argued that the EU doesn't have enough resources to properly guard the external border. The Netherlands had similar worries before. But change came when, at the beginning of December last year, Austria started to compromise by suggesting a partial entry through air only, calling it Air Schengen. Now, this move helped to break the deadlock and was part of intense negotiations led by the Spanish rotating presidency of the Council of the EU. However, tough talks about both Eastern European countries entering the Schengen passport-free zone by land will continue into the new year. Austria's Interior Minister, Gerhard Karner, asked for more Frontex officers along the Bulgarian, Turkish, and Romanian-Serbian borders, along with additional EU funds to protect these borders from irregular migrant surges. On top of that, the minister said that Air Schengen will be introduced when the necessary conditions are met and firmly established. This means that the deployment of the military at the EU's external borders will be significantly increased, especially Bulgaria-Turkey, but also Romania-Serbia, and the land borders will continue to be controlled, especially between Romania and Bulgaria. And these two countries must accept refugees, especially from Afghanistan and Syria. These are the clear conditions and the position all parties have agreed on, including the three countries. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister of Bulgaria confirmed that as part of the upcoming talks about joining Schengen by land, the European Commission would provide support to safeguard the EU's external borders with Turkey and Serbia. Both countries are common routes into Europe for asylum seekers. But before we talk about the future implications, let's see what this means for the two countries and the region. And if you like what you see, do subscribe to the channel and like the video. This agreement for partial accession was reached with Austria after months of intensive negotiations involving Bucharest, Sofia, and Vienna. Romanian Prime Minister Marcel Ciolacu expressed his satisfaction with the deal, highlighting that after 13 years of anticipation, Romania would finally become a part of Schengen. He conveyed optimism, foreseeing the conclusion of negotiations for land borders in 2024. Similarly, Bulgarian Prime Minister Nicolae Denkov acknowledged that this agreement followed prolonged and intricate discussions. He characterized it as an indisputable success for Bulgaria, ending 12 years of stagnation in Schengen deliberations. Having secured air and sea access, Romania and Bulgaria are set to negotiate their complete membership in Schengen, encompassing land borders. This process will involve further discussions with Austria and the European Commission in 2024. Addressing Bulgaria's ongoing Schengen accession process, Prime Minister Denkov clarified that no specific date has been established for the inclusion of land borders. He stated that Bulgaria is engaged in discussions with Austria and Romania, alongside dialogues with the European Commission. While Austria has agreed to continue negotiations for full membership, Denkov explained that the exact schedule is still undetermined. He dismissed any notion of separating Bulgaria and Romania during the accession process, emphasizing the importance of a joint approach. The Prime Minister underscored that new laws passed by Bulgaria's National Assembly played a vital role in meeting expectations from the Netherlands and the European Commission, leading to the lifting of the Dutch veto. Honestly, the upcoming partial accession of Romania and Bulgaria to the Schengen area will have a direct impact on both travelers and immigrants to Europe. Commencing in March 2024, individuals traveling by air and sea between these countries and other Schengen nations will no longer undergo passport control checks. European Union citizens will enjoy the freedom to enter Romania and Bulgaria seamlessly through flights and marine routes. The introduction of the ETIAS visa waiver in May 2025 will further simplify short-term entry for non-EU nationals. For those considering longer-term stays, such as digital nomads, students, and families, inclusion in the Schengen zone marks a significant milestone. It will open up enhanced mobility and integrated residency options between Romania, Bulgaria, and other member states. Nevertheless, until full membership is attained, land border crossings will still necessitate standard entry procedures. The final structure of immigration policies will be contingent upon the outcomes of the upcoming accession talks. Moreover, the progress made by Romania and Bulgaria in joining the Schengen area will have implications for broader EU immigration regulations. The design of the ETIAS system, in particular, aligns with the integrated border management framework of the Schengen zone. As new countries become part of the Schengen area, the EU will need to adapt visa-free access and screening tools accordingly. The partial accession creates a transitional scenario for immigration control, potentially prompting Austria and other states to advocate for stricter border security and immigration vetting as prerequisites for full Schengen integration. This has the potential to shape EU-wide standards for immigration and border management. The journey to accession and the associated policy adjustments will not only affect aspiring Schengen entrants in the Balkans, but may also establish precedents for addressing immigration pressures along Europe's external frontiers. The exclusion of Romania and Bulgaria from the Schengen zone has cast a long shadow over both countries, inflicting social and economic burdens on their businesses and populations. As the European Parliament aptly points out, this exclusion amounts to discrimination against their citizens, subjecting them to unnecessary delays, bureaucratic hurdles, and additional costs whenever they travel or do business within the Schengen area. Maybe with air and sea access, there will be some access for these two countries. However, Austria could strategically leverage the situation geopolitically, potentially seeking funds from the EU in the process. Now, it's crucial to consider that one reason Austria agreed to air and maritime access might be related to Romania's threat of legal action last year, pushing Austria to resolve the stalled Schengen accession issue. While the future negotiations hold intrigue, for now, Romanians and Bulgarians can celebrate the positive development and make informed decisions. The year 2024 is particularly significant, given the upcoming elections in Romania. Now, if you're interested in more details, check out our video on that topic, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.